Hey guys, so you want to know how to film a fashion video? Well, stick with me. I'm gonna run through how I shot this particular video, and it should give you lots of examples and tips for you when you come to film your own fashion video. If you wanna give it a watch, let's have a watch together. If not, skip forward 1 minute and we'll go right into how I shot it. So there it is. Let me know in the comments what you think about this particular fashion video. I'd love to hear your feedback. So my first note is that I like to film fashion videos in 60 frames per second. I really like this slow motion, elegant, cinematic style when it comes to fashion videos. I'm personally not a massive fan of wacky, cheesy transitions. Okay, they do have their place and their time, and if you want to use them, go ahead. I'm just personally not that much of a fan, particularly when it comes to fashion videos. Sometimes less is more, and I've really just gone for that nice, elegant look. So as you can see in the video, there's very slight bits of movement. I made a video on this before, so I'll drop the link here where I go through a lot more detail. But basically, I'm just moving the camera to my left, to my right, just transferring my weight onto my right or left leg and stepping out with the camera. And with that in slow motion, it just really helps add this nice bit of movement to the video. Just in case you were wondering with what gear I was using my Sony a7 III. I had a f2.8 24 to 70mm Sony G Master lens. It was all natural lighting. The one thing that we did have for lighting was a reflector. Eva was doing a photo shoot as well, so what was happening was she was getting her photos and I was helping her holding the reflector in place. And then after she had done her photos in that particular location, I would then film and I would direct Eva with the reflector where I wanted the light. For example, if you look at this particular shot, you can really see the added light on our model Aisha's face. It really just helps bring her out from that background. At some parts of the day, we had the sun hitting the back of the head. So Eva got the reflector and just bounced that light back into Aisha's face just to really help light that whole scene. The reflector itself costs about £20. It's an absolute must in my opinion. It makes such a difference, really ups that production quality. If you're enjoying this video guys, please drop a thumbs up, please leave a comment. Let's get this YouTube video in the algorithm so we can help as many aspiring fashion videographers as possible. That's much appreciated, thank you. Now, something that is so important when it comes to fashion videos, when it comes to all different types of videography, you need to have good locations. Now, we were really fortunate that nearby to where we were living at that time, we had these beautiful fields. And at Destination Collective, we love outdoor shooting. We wanted this whole fashion meets nature kind of look, kind of style video. So we thought perfect opportunity to use this environment that we had around us. We had beautiful fields, we had a lovely barn with some ivy, we had horses in the background of particular shots, we had a beautiful paved road, lots of greenery. It really was the most dreamy location. So that's something to bear in mind guys. If you want a more kind of edgy, urban look fashion video, then you're not necessarily going to go and film in the countryside. However, picking that right location is so important for your shoot. I'm really buzzing at how this video looked, and I know that so much of that was to do with just how great the location was. Something that also helps the dynamics of the shoot is to have the model wearing different outfits and then have those different outfits in different locations. So as you can see in the video, I'm cutting from one location with one outfit to another location with a different outfit. So we try to use those outfits in the best locations to have our model pop more from the background. Time of day is also really important for when you're filming a fashion video, guys. Now, it wasn't perfect for us because of some availability issues. We couldn't film during sunrise or sunset. In an ideal world, we would have had this lovely golden hour footage, but it just wasn't to be. We were filming from about 9 AM till about midday, so 3 hours in total. The sun wasn't that harsh, but in an ideal world, we would have filmed earlier or later in the day. So it's just something to bear in mind. I also shot with an ND on, a variable ND, which really helped keep that f-stop low, so I could film at f2.8, put my ND on, and then I'd get this really nice bokeh. Something you also need to consider when filming a fashion video is you're gonna have to direct the model. Now, I'm fortunate that I've worked with some really great models, and Aisha was another really good model. However, things can get complicated because when you're doing a photo shoot with a model and also a video shoot, it's not necessarily the same directions that you want to give to the model. For example, when Eva was doing the photo shoot, Aisha was putting herself into different poses, which was fantastic, and she was holding those poses, and that's what Eva wanted. But when it came to the video, because I knew that I was filming slow motion and I want the video to be more dynamic, I can't just have a model just stand there and hold a pose, if you call that a pose. So I purposely directed Aisha. I said lots of movement. So don't worry about slow, subtle movements because it's in slow motion already. So I just said lots of dynamic, quick movements, quick turns of the head, pushing her hip out, stepping forward. I also had Aisha walk through the field just to add some more dynamics. And just communicate with your model. It's really important that you make them feel at ease. You need to set a nice, relaxed working environment, and you need to be able to get on with the model. That's super, super important. Feel free to compliment them, tell them what they're doing well, really encourage them. That's going to result in a better video for you if they're more relaxed. I was also talking through Aisha everything that I was doing. For example, at this particular shot, I was stepping to the right and I said, okay, Aisha, I'm going to step to the right and I want you to match your movement with mine. So as I'm stepping across, you're also going to step across, and that way I can match the camera movement with Aisha's movement. Just a subtle, small detail, but I really like how it looks in the video. Now, some models you're going to work with, they're going to have varying degrees of experience. Ultimately, you are the director of the shoot, okay? So what you want needs to happen. However, you can be open with the model. You know, if she or he has any suggestions, then by all means, listen to what they have to say. Now, something to bear in mind as well is using different camera angles and different focal lengths. So what I would do in one particular occasion, I would get a wide shot of Aisha, and then I'd come in closer, get a mid shot. I might move my angle slightly, get a close up, always just looking for at least in one particular scene to get a wide, a medium, and a close at the bare minimum. Something that's really important as well, guys, is develop a mood board before you actually start the shoot. So have an idea of the kind of style, the theme that you're going for, write down some notes, write down a shot list that you want to achieve. Have a look at other fashion videos to help inspire you. The preparation can be really, really key. If you would like to know how I color graded this video, then please let me know in the comments, and then I'll make a part 2 for this video and I'll show you how I did that color grade. And guys, you know, there was no big production crew with this shoot. It was just myself and Eva. So there's really no excuses. You can go out and do this on your own. In an ideal world, I would have had a bigger budget behind me. I would have had an assistant. I would have had maybe a couple of other people there just to help with some lighting. I'll have a makeup artist as well. But you're not necessarily going to have this available on every shoot, so you just need to remain flexible, stay calm, and do the best with what you have in that situation. As long as you're under no crazy time restraints as well, guys, just take your time, really perfect that shot. You know, if you want that model to redo that pose, then you tell that model. You know, don't move on until you're really happy with the shot that you've got. I personally think Aisha did an amazing job. She's really good to work with, really excellent model. It can make your life really hard if you're working with a model that doesn't really know what they're doing. Obviously you can direct them, but do your research and look out for the right people for your project. So there you go guys, just really important to have in mind, have a vision for the style, the kind of aesthetics of the video that you want before you start shooting. I knew that I wanted this slow motion cinematic kind of vibe. If you want a more fast pace, transitions, lots of locations cut really quickly, then by all means, fantastic. But just make sure you prepare in advance for that. The more you can prepare in advance, the more it's really gonna help on the day of shooting. Thank you so much for watching guys. I really hope you found that useful. Please consider subscribing. Please smash that like button and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys, thanks for watching. Bye. For any of our loyal subscribers who've been watching our videos, thank you so much, and really appreciate you sticking around and watching our videos. We have gone from Crete to Costa Rica to Dominican Republic. We are now basing ourselves in the UK as we really try to build our agency. Sorry there's been a lack of videos lately. Both myself and Eva, we caught coronavirus. We've also moved houses. We've had a lot going on, doing some work as well. So sorry about that. I will be doing my best to make more regular content for you guys. So, and if you're new here, then fantastic. Lots of videos coming your way on photography and videography. What do you think, by the way, of our little office setup? So it's not fully complete yet, but recently installed this desk. Got my laptop here, it's kind of minimal workstation. Have a second monitor coming out. The color on camera looks really weird, but in real life they match in color. And yeah, really digging it. Got my little office chair as well. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.